We are going to see Zach Edey play tomorrow. Goodman, Trayce Jackson-Davis, Zach Edey. If there is a conversation for player of the year, it's those two. Yeah. You got numbers. I never trust you with numbers, so I'm taking a risk here.
I was given these numbers. I didn't put them together. Okay, so don't blame me. Blame JD Campbell from Indiana if these numbers are wrong. All right, so JD, these better be right, but they are really intriguing. And again, part of it centers on the debate: can you be National Player of the Year, but not be Conference Player of the Year? Because Trayce has been really good in conference.
For the record, yes, you can.
Yeah, you've said this. You've argued this.
I'm on this bandwagon.
So Trayce leads in conference play, leads the league in scoring. 22.1 rebounds, 13.1 blocks, 3.3. He's fifth in field goal percentage, eighth in assists, which is amazing at 4.4. Edey's second in scoring, really close, 21.9 rebounds, really close, 13.1 also. He's first in field goal percentage, second in block shots. Both are responsible for 31% of their team scoring in league play. Both are posting the second and third highest averages for a player 6'9" or better since 1996-97. Really, really amazing numbers for both of them. I think an argument could be made, certainly that Trayce, and as of like 2 weeks ago, you're like, well, you can't because Purdue is clearly running away with this thing in the Big Ten. Now it's tightened up a little bit. Purdue's going to win the Big Ten. I'm pretty convinced. But ultimately, this thing is tightened up a little bit with Purdue, stumbling a little bit lately. But, man, it's tough to pick between those two for Big Ten Player of the Year. They've both been phenomenal. I think Trayce has been – obviously, he's been better over the last month or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of – arguing between the
two elite players.
What's your favorite flavor?
Right,
I've been saying this all the time. What's your favorite flavor ice cream? You don't have a wrong answer there. I would still probably lean Zach Edey because I think that
even though Trayce makes people better, like that's the one area right now that you're like, whoa, what he's done passing the ball.
The only thing that I would say to that is I think that Edey's presence on the floor and how unstoppable he is creates stuff. So he's not going to get the assist, but the attention that he draws gets it. But like, I said 3 weeks ago that I think Trayce Jackson-Davis should be in the National Player of the Year conversation.
Right. I know you did. I know you did.
So I think it's those two. I think it's more of a debate than books are going to tell you. Bet Rivers is going to like Bet Rivers has it basically is done.
Right. And it probably is for National Player of the Year just because again,
well, here's the
Zach's got so much.
Here's the other problem with it is there's no like data center to make this decision, right? It's a bunch of people voting, and the narrative has been Zach Edey the entire time,
It's almost like you can't pick anybody else.
If they win the Big Ten and they're a 1 seed, it's gonna be Zach Edey. That doesn't mean that Trayce Jackson-Davis hasn't had an incredible season. All right.